Question. Can you name some standards used in web services? The standards used in web services are WSDL, used to create interface definition, SOAP, used to structure data, HTTP, communication channels, DISCO, used to create discovery documents, and UDDI, used to create business registries. Explain in brief what is DISCO is. DISCO means discovery. It groups the list of interlayered web services. The organization that provides web services issues a DISCO file on its server, and that file contains the links of all the provided web services. This standard is good when client knows the company already. Also, it can be used within the local network as well. Explain in brief what UDDI is. UDDI is Universal Description, Discovery, and Integration. Provides consolidated discovery for web services on the internet. Clients use UDDI to find web services as per their business needs. It basically hosts the web services from various companies. In order to share web services, you need to publish it in UDDI. Question. Explain .NET Web Services supported data types. .NET Web Services uses XML-based standards to transfer or receive information. Thus, .NET Web Services can only work with data types known by XML schema standard, like file stream, event log, etc., are not recognized by the XML schema standard and hence not supported in web services. Question. How a .NET Web Service is tested? ASP.NET Web uses a test page routinely when one calls for the URL of .asmx file in any browser. This page shows complete information regarding web services. Question. How a .NET Web Service is consumed? Since we know that web services are constructed on XML standards, therefore clients need to have complete understanding of XML-based messages to interchange messages. Clients can communicate with web services through .NET Framework that offers proxy mechanisms. These proxy mechanisms have detailed information regarding data sharing within web services that can be easily used by the clients. Question. Can you name the two Microsoft solutions for distributed applications? The two Microsoft solutions for distributed applications are .NET Web Services and .NET Remoting. Question. Differentiate between .NET Web Services and .NET Remoting. As far as protocol is concerned, .NET Web Service uses HTTP, while .NET Remoting uses any protocol, that is TCP/HTTP/SMTP. When it comes to performance, .NET Remoting is comparatively faster than .NET Web Service. Also, as .NET Web Services are hosted via IIS, therefore it is far more reliable than the .NET Remoting. Question. Name the components to be published while deploying a web service. The components that need to be published during a web service deployment are Web Application Discovery, Web Service.asmx file, Web Service.disco file, Web.config file, and bin directory. Question. What are the steps performed by the client to access a web service? First of all, a web reference to the web service is created by the client in his application. Then a proxy class is generated. After that, an object of the proxy class is created, and at last, the web service is accessed via that proxy object. Question. How web services are implemented in .NET? To implement web service in .NET, HTTP handlers are used that interrupt requests to .asmx file. Question. Explain few disadvantages of response caching. Response caching is useless or incompetent when method accept extensive amounts of values because caching means to store lots of information. Also, if the method depends on external source of information and that are not provided within the parameters, then such methods are bypassed. What is the alternate solution to response caching? One can use data caching, system.web.caching.cache instead of response caching. Question: brief few drawbacks of using get and post methods to communicate with the web service. These methods are less secure and inhibit users to pass structures and objects as arguments. Also, it doesn't allow users to pass by ref arguments. Question: how can one access a class as a web service? To access a class as a web service, one should inherit the class from the system.web.services.web service class and qualify the class with the web service attributes.